After struggling for a while to find a forensic hypnotist to speak to me about Emma's case, I received a belated reply from Pattie Freeman, a board-certified hypnotherapist who also works as a forensic hypnotist in conjunction with law enforcement. In that line of work, Pattie uses hypnosis to work with individuals to recall events of crimes, helping them process through those memories, which are often buried by factors such as trauma.
Nobody has control over her. She has in her mind that they do. I understand that completely, but she's giving them that control still.
How can she regain that control?
So let's say if the word was like now, let's just say that. If every time they heard the word now, she could freeze. Instead of saying that word now, we're going to turn it around to something more positive and say whatever that was, in the past stays there. But whatever it is right now is its joy and happiness. None of those words could keep her back. Winter will go away. What I would do with her, to be honest, is have Winter grow up and say, I'm of age. No, I'm done. It's done, and put it away and be Emma again. I'll be honest, I would do it for free for her. I mean, that's not a problem because I feel for her because this is the wrong thing to do. I do remote all the time, but I would happy to do that for her because I don't want her to experience this the rest of her life. She's too young.
That's a very generous offer. I think I'll need to talk to Emma because, I know she probably, when she thinks about going back into hypnosis, I may scare her.
Yeah, I agree.
He brings up this thing called ego death. Are you familiar with that?
Ego death?
2 weeks after I began my investigation, I reconvened with Emma to update her on my findings.
It seems, from what I've gathered, that what happened to you is entirely plausible. There are people in this community that want to do these things, and there are methods and ways in which they are done.
That's a lot of information. Thank you for doing all of that research. That's insane.
Are you familiar with forensic hypnotists?
I haven't heard of forensic hypnotism. That's incredible. Like something I would have never thought of. That's amazing. I probably wouldn't go under hypnosis with Pattie just because my current psychologist would be like, don't do it. We've worked so hard. But I'd love to talk to her. That's amazing. I'm really appreciative because there hasn't been many resources in the last 3 years to sort of turn to.
It's not your fault. Do you know what I mean? That's what you have to realize. It's not your fault. You were young and you are still young. I want your mind to say enough. They can't have any control over me, and that's where I want you to be. We have to take all those triggers and kind of turn them into something positive, and then get rid of the characters or whatever one Winter is, whatever it is, and take control.
That'd be great.
Nobody should be treated like this. No woman, no guy should be ever treated like this.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. Anytime.
I'll definitely take you up on it. Definitely.
Whatever you need, you let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you out because I want you to get through this. I think you're going to see a happy ending to this. I really do.
Very excited for it.
You have to remember that hypnosis is a natural state. So there's a place for it. But we just have to be aware that just like there are good people and there are bad people, if we boil it down to that simple distinction, it happens in every single industry.
Horrible people exist. Horrible people will use whatever means they can use to take advantage of a person, and hypnosis in itself isn't an evil tool, but any tool used for evil can have negative repercussions.
Honestly, I'm blown away. I didn't think you'd pick it up to start with because I know you get a lot of emails, I know you get a lot of messages, but you got back to me almost instantly and said, I'd love to tell your story. I do believe you. And just that sort of instant thought of, oh, somebody believes me. This is a great start. But then you having these calls with me, telling me about the other people you've gotten in contact with. It's just like the world's opened up a little bit there. In myself, I've been feeling a lot more confident in me because once you've had your identity removed and something else put in, it's hard to sort of know who you are and what you want. So in the recent couple of weeks, I've had less episodes. I've sort of realized that things that have happened to me have actually happened. It's incredible. Like, we may not know exactly who hypnotized me, we may never know, but I at least now know people who are good, people who are doing the right thing on YouTube and all the other sites, and it's been incredible.